Hello, friends. This is Father Richard from St. Philip's, checking in with you for our weekly video chat. Pam Foster, who, along with some other folks, directs and oversees the ministry of Second Harvest here at St. Philip's, sent me a brochure today, Wednesday, the 6th of May, reminding me that tomorrow is the National Day of Prayer. And, it's hard to get Christians to agree on something, especially Christians from a lot of different traditions. But I think one thing we can all agree on is that prayer is important. And it's not just pie in the sky. It's not just a dream or a hope. Prayer really does change things. Even if it doesn't change our circumstances, it changes us, you and I. It's part of a spiritual discipline in tending the inner life. So I have this brochure from the National Day of Prayer. It's tomorrow, the 7th of May. And you can also download it at nationaldayofprayer.org, and they have a brochure there with some guides for praying. But I'd just like to read you a couple prayers from here. I may not always agree with everything that goes on in Congress or the Supreme Court or the White House or the governor's office or the mayor's office, but the Bible does ask us to pray for those in authority over us. I pray for all those people every day. I pray for the presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church, for our own diocesan bishop. It's important that we hold those people up in prayer and ask God to give them wisdom and courage to do all the right things. So one of the paragraphs here in this brochure is, why pray for America? I'm going to read that to you right now. Why pray for America? God is the only hope for America. Our hope does not rest in our economics, elections, or even education. It is only by the grace and goodness of God that he inclines his ear to hear our prayers. Philippians 4, verse 6 says this, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." And I continue to read here from the brochure. In these days where anxious thoughts, words, and deeds darken our nation, we can rejoice that God never changes. God is not shaken, but shines in the darkness, as he is, quote, "the one who has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ." That's from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. The psalm for this Sunday is Psalm 31, and it also speaks to God's unchangeableness, where it says, "In you, O Lord, have I taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Incline your ear to me." There's that prayer part. "Make haste to deliver me. Be my strong rock, a castle to keep me safe. For you are my crag and my stronghold. For the sake of your name, lead me and guide me." So I offer this to you today. Please join many Christians across this country and across the world in praying for not only our country, but the people of all countries as we suffer and go through these difficulties together. I wish you peace, grace, and joy. Amen.